Hey everyone, just got my Stadia Founders Edition, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like.
All right, so I took off the wrapper of it, and now I'm thinking we just have to kind of slide it out. All right, oh, I'm greeted with the controller. I guess similar to an Xbox. We'll see how that plays out later. So under here, we have, looks like the power cord, which is USB-C, I think. And that goes into here. Wow, it's in there for some reason. Jeez. Alright, just a regular plug. USB. Oh, cardboard in there. Nice. Alright. Says pull here. Guessing that's like instruction pamphlets. That must be the Chromecast right there. And this is no idea. The power cord to probably to the controller. One powers the controller. That one's gonna power the controller, and then this one's gonna power the actual Chromecast. So great, I think that's it. Regular Chromecast. Never really used one of these before, so I'll start setting it up and see what you guys think too. One other quick thing I want to make sure I showed you guys. So I was correct. That does power the controller, and that powers the Chromecast. It does come with some stickers, it looks like. A thank you message for any of you that want to read that. And then obviously a controller guide and then some regular use and care stuff. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get it installed.
Hey everyone, I got the device. So you saw in the previous clip me do some of the unboxing. Overall, seems great. Got it on 11/19, so I got it when I should have. Didn't get the code though, so I still can't play, unfortunately. But I think a lot of you are watching this, or maybe we'll get more into like the positive negatives, but I think really what people need to know is what it is even, right? So Stadia is essentially a streaming gaming using Google servers. So there's a lot of positive and negatives that come with that. So a super positive, and I think their selling point to most people is you're not really limited by your hardware, which is great. So essentially it's kind of future proof. So like, you have to get an Xbox every 5-6 years. Well, in this case, you're just streaming, so they would have to update their servers. The price tag was like, for the founders, like $130 ish. So definitely not bad compared to like Xbox X, which, I mean, you could do 4K on this and you can do 4K on that, but this is like $300 cheaper. So negatives though, it does consume a lot of data from what I've heard. So people who have like bandwidth limits or like slow internet, or maybe a limited amount they can use, this would definitely use it, especially doing 4K. I've heard people say it can be like 10 gigs an hour, which is pretty wild. It's not cross-platform currently, so essentially you can't play with anyone on Xbox or PlayStation or PC for that matter. It's strictly just other Stadia users. And then the last one, which this one's kind of really, but it's like all new consoles when they come out, the games are kind of limited, right? There's 22 games at launch. More will come, I'm sure. But as a smaller platform, I don't know how many big titles will come to it. But that's something we'll find out with time. But let's get into the actual issues that I'm seeing with Stadia. And that's this launch. It didn't go well for most people. You can go on their Twitter or their Reddit, and there's a lot of unhappy people, including myself for that matter. So it was supposed to be first come, first serve. I ordered mine in July. I know a lot of people ordered theirs in June, like with the announcement. And people in September, October got their devices before them and the code. So that doesn't really make any sense. And the reason why that's kind of a problem is they got to reserve their name before the other people who reserved it earlier. And it's not really fair. In my eyes, it doesn't matter as much for me because I don't really usually use one account across all the game consoles. But in this case, it does. I can see why people are irked by it. It's not a good way to start. People like another case like me. I can't play. I have the console or I keep saying console. It's not technically a console. I'm just streaming it. But I have everything I need, but I don't have the code, which is kind of I have the controller, but no way of using it. And then you can't find support anywhere. So if you go to the Google site, there's not a place to like actually contact anyone. They just tell you a bunch of questions and like frequently asked questions, which doesn't really resolve what a lot of people need. Like I'd like to talk to someone and see if they have my code or if I could get my code quicker. So I know a lot of people are going to Twitter and Reddit. Twitter seems a little more responsive for what I've seen. But I don't think that should be their best way of getting support, but maybe they'll fix that. And then this is just a bad launch. I worry that a lot of people are going to lose trust in it. And maybe just put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. Some people might even return it. So hopefully, there's a way Google can fix that. I don't know. But we'll see. I would like to do right after this a quick clip of me demoing and playing. However, without that code, I'm pretty limited. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video of actually playing. But until then, I figured I'd give a little quick, start reviewing some things like gaming consoles or other tech gadgets. So if you didn't think I did too terrible, please like and subscribe. Hit me with questions. And I appreciate it, everyone. Thank you.